Okay, RC back, day 2, and this play test here.
Oh, America gets to roll.
No, America gets to roll for income. Yes, yes.
Where's that 16-sided dice?
Yeah, there you go. 16.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll happen.
I think that's cheating.
I don't know.
Shut up, you're in my house.
That's the other side. Yeah.
4.
Ooh, a whopping 4.
Where's your
26 to 30. You just passed the Japs. But they probably have a bunch of bonuses you don't have.
Only 6. It's not that much.
Well, it's still something.
Yeah.
Who's got one?
Anyhow, the last turn just finished. Germany's placed a couple subs over there, so they're threatening me again. My convoys are getting hit pretty good. Last turn, he took off $4 up there and $3 down here, so I'm starting to spread my stuff out. With these new convoy rolls, I'm not sure what's going on, so I got the seaplane here on cap. I got this light carrier here so that I can fly out on cap in a range of 1 and this radius around that, and then the same thing with this one here. I can do the same thing. I need to maybe buy 2 or 3 more light carriers for the British here so that I can start panning these subs in. I had to put an escort on every single spot on the line because apparently with the new rules, if I didn't have an escort here, so I didn't have a +1 in defense for the money loss. So now I've had to put 1 on every place. They're no longer cumulative. You don't get to add up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so that's gone. Escort down here. Move these guys out from the Suez here. Placed a few tanks. Moved the Gurkha over here just in case somebody does something wild and crazy. I need to get involved. Sent that Lend-Lease aircraft from Canada down. But that's us. French has been moving some stuff around too. They're still building up pretty good. The British are using this. I can't remember what that's called. The walk across the channel.
Crossing.
Channel crossing rules or whatever they're called. And it's working out pretty good. We got 2 guys that just came down with no transport. Built a couple tank destroyers in there. Maybe we'll move those guys next, or maybe we're going to need to keep them and drag our guys back because we're getting attacked in London. We'll see. Germany, as well as slamming some stuff here in Russia. Russia took back this place. That was a good choice. A couple of lone tanks were there. And British and Americans just lent at least 2 tanks up to northern Russia there at that seaport.
Yeah, we brought some over.
Yeah.
France? No, we're totally in position
moving guys out.
Territory you wanted to last time. Like I put guys in Syria so I could take out Iraq. And he's got guys on transport so he can come up there.
Sweet. Joint venture.
Yeah, I got tanks and mechs here that can get in range but not into next turn. But the turn after that I'm ready to smash it. Alright, so yeah, we're doing some craziness. Italy's moved out of here. Still not at war with anybody. Their navy's all stacked up over there. And they started a heavy battleship because they won the free tech. So there you go, a couple of fast battleships for the Americans on the go. A Canadian light carrier and an Australian one. Let's see what happens there. Russia had a couple of torpedo boat destroyers and subs here, and Japan had a transport here and the transports there that were undefended, and oops. I've done that before. It sucks, but good for Russia because Russia is getting bent over hard right now.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Russia needs to balance some stuff out. The KMT had owned this place, and that place, but the Japanese came in and did a whole bunch of scrapping. Everybody eliminated each other here, so nobody didn't change hands. That may change next turn unless he gets a nice recruitment roll and drops a couple dudes. And they only have this left now, but they got quite the stack of militia in the mountain there. So I hope hope Japan grinds against that, loses some more land units so that they can't use them down here or up there. Or maybe they just ignore it, which is always bad to ignore. Every time I ignore China, I get my ass kicked by China. All right, I think that's about it. Any other highlights, guys? Or
That'll do, I think.
all right.
9.
Just saying it loud and clear for the camera.
No, the camera just started. So January 1941.
My camera.
July, actually. July 41 just started.
July 1941.
Yeah. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
just
that's
finished
right.
January 41.
Did we really?
Yeah. In the last 2 turns, these 3 German subs that just got surrounded by some Americans
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
had a few more partners, and they've totally annihilated a whole lot of British fleet. They've damaged a battleship. They've destroyed a light carrier, a fighter, 2 destroyers, a sub, and 2 frigates.
Oh,
Or
that's right.
corvettes, sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been devastating, and I've discovered that the only way I can hunt subs is to use planes. So, or have them come and kill me. I've taken a few subs, but not nearly what I've lost. Not nearly. So, I see is that your purchase again?
That is my
Right?
purchase,
So
yeah.
you're buying more subs again.
Yep, yep.
Shit.
One way of keeping you off the Western Front.
But thankfully, the Americans have just added some escorts here. I wonder if the Germans are going to attack them. That'd be good for the Americans, but probably not for the Germans. Other than that, Britain and London there has been building up a stack of stuff. I've moved over. Where's that stack that was French here?
It was sitting in that mid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's by your.
Oh, the French stack's over here. This is actually Lorraine. It's got a couple of German tank destroyers, or American tank destroyers, and British tank destroyers and British infantry. I've moved a couple more across the channel there, but so far so good. Nothing's really gone on in Spain. Have you been even building militia?
Yeah, I've just been building.
I've noticed the stack looks taller, but that's about it, right?
Yeah.
So Spain's kind of out of the war here. For now. That could change. Let's see. In the last turn, Russia attacked here. 2 turns back, actually. And this all became German. So the French came in and attacked that. And the British attacked that in this past turn, and they just attacked that one again. We've non-combat moved some troops back into eastern Egypt, or where the Suez Canal is, so that we don't lose that. Britain's still stacking his stuff there. Australia's building a navy. I don't know really why, but just in case it helps the Americans if they ever get involved. They just rolled a 1 though, so they're really helping out. They're really helping out. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they only need to go up to what, 62 or 63?
I think so. Yeah.
So, if he rolls 23 ones, 23 turns from now, we're there. Russia's getting absolutely pounded from both directions. Same with the CCP are down to only here now with just a commander and a militia. Russia's capital is getting surrounded by the Japanese slowly. Transcaucasia looks like it's not going to stand too long. But I'm not sure what you got there for. Oh, that's that ship right there in the center by the American fleet. So he's got quite a bit of stuff, like an armor, a mech, a couple of Finnish elite troops. Is that an elite cavalry, 2 of them?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and a commander in there as well, plus all these planes that are flying in, and airborne by the look of things. 2 airborne, 2 air transports. So it's going to be busy in there. They got that Stalingrad kind of as a. They got 3 holdouts really. Their capital, Stalingrad, and Transcaucasia. And Transcaucasia looks like it's going to get smacked this turn, along with its surrounding locations. Alright, Germany has been getting strategic bombed. Did you get any planes with that escort
No,
interception last time? He didn't get any of yours either though, eh?
Nope, he didn't.
That's good. Your northern factory's been bombed by Germany and it's down to 20 damage,
Yeah, max damage.
bombed by British, so I'm gonna have to find a new target. Yeah. I've been avoiding your aircraft though, so I haven't been intercepted yet. That's the only reason I've been hitting that one. Italy's still out of the war. It's got nobody to fight with, but its navy's moved in, so it could move into. Is that Russian stuff in there? Yeah. So your navy's all consolidated right next to ours here, but you couldn't go through the Danish Straits or the Turkish Straits again, or you could attack us.
Could.
Who knows? Could be interesting either way. I'm pretty sure our navies are pretty much evenly matched at the moment. You got a lot more subs though. So we'll see how that works out. Japan has been just grinding into Russia, obviously, and China. You're starting to build a factory down here next to Hong Kong. I cannot remember how to say that territory, so I'm not going to bother. Guangxi or C, or I can't. It's the one that surrounds Hong Kong.
That's right.
Yeah. And your navy's down there. You've built some new transport ships again. Yeah, it didn't really take much, just one turn, eh? Yeah. So the Netherlands still out of it. Nobody's attacked the Netherlands. So the Netherlands and Belgium are kind of acting as shields for the Germans from attack from the British and French. And you built a fortification on the border, so that there's the Maginot Line on one side, and the Germans got their own fort on the other side. That place is going to be nuts if anybody ever does attack either side.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point of what you're doing here. You're
Yeah.
keeping us at bay while you wipe these guys out. Then you're going to probably try and turn on us. So
Gonna try.
hopefully the Americans get involved before then. We could use a few extra ground troops, or air. We'll see. Because you're using that elite of the right.
Yeah, I am,
You've
yeah,
got
yeah.
quite a few SS guys here and there.
Here and there,
elite
yeah.
guys. What else is going on? Not too much, eh? You keep convoying me here for $3, and that's about it, really. So it's been an interesting game. These new convoy rules, I don't know what I think. In some ways I like them, and in some ways I would like for a destroyer or a frigate, or sorry, I keep saying frigate, Corvette, to have an option somehow to do even like an interception attack or something for one round on escort. Something, because it's almost too far the other way.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't kill your subs unless you fly to where my plane is,
Yeah.
or you attack me with your subs.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a little bit rough. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, and we're gonna start July 41 and see what Germany does, and everybody else. Hopefully you get big higher.
America's income rule, last time it was $1. Let's see.
$5.
Oh, come on.
Well, $5 is better than nothing.
We go
You're
to war.
45.
It'll be Tuesday and we have war and all you guys will be gone.
Yeah, well, we'll all be home. And
Russia will be
All right, let's go.
yeah, it's like you're the guy that shows up at the party when it's over.
See you later.
All right.
Short.
So
Your account went pretty good.
apparently I'm filming now. So
What do you
we
do?
just started January
Carcass
1940,
is rank.
and yes, it is. And we just threw a bunch of it's Mr. Rank Purchase. We just threw a bunch of extra
10,
what do you call it, neutral armies down on the map here.
13, 14, 15,
And
16,
we're adding up some incomes in case there's some discrepancies, as you can tell.
21,
That always happens.
24,
So I figured it'd be a great time to
26,
do a little filmy.
but I don't control that.
So this
Oh, these
past
things go on, right?
so this past turn,
31 plus 3, 34.
Germany has
34 there.
eliminated the
31, 32,
Caucasus here,
33,
Transcaucasia,
34, 35,
and
36.
Check out this nice
36.
fast battleship.
ooh.
Nice.
Sail that over to America for me.
All right, I'll sail it.
So-
Washington or
Where everybody
New
else
York?
is.
Oh, New York. Okay.
I don't want him by himself.
You don't want to just leave him there so he gets submarine.
No, thank you.
All right, so
When I
lost
left,
that one, and
when I left, maybe that just didn't get counted when you guys took, or when.
yeah, I never did any changes on
That's probably where it happened. Then, yeah.
and then you still got Stalingrad there. You built up some mechs there to go with those. It's looking pretty evil around them, and he did an attack in here and did a strafe defense retreat into his new capital, so that was smart. Of course, Japan's coming again, but they don't
Why
have
do I
all their
keep coming
planes
with
up here
different numbers
anymore.
each and every
Since
time?
he's
Do you want to count it?
got some
I
of
keep
his
coming up with different numbers. So my
planes down
territories
here.
is 20, but I keep
Japan's
ranging
building a
between
bunch of
56
planes.
is roughly where I'm getting.
He's still
That's
only
quite a
attacking
significant change.
Russia right now, so
that's
he's doing everybody else
2,
an inconvenience by not attacking us so that America can get in the war.
9.
But that's our viewpoint. Australia just built a couple Marines. These guys built some more militia and infantry. They quite the stack in there. Maybe not the best stack, but I got a stack. These guys retreated back. We moved some. We're starting to move these dudes up. There was a strategic rail naval move from here to here of battleship and 2 transports. And the Canadian and the British transport brought 4 guys down into Gibraltar from up there. We're moving. We got some stuff in here. We're strategic bombing the shit out of Germany, and he's not liking it.
No, I'm not.
And he's gonna have to start building more fighters so we can spread them around, so we don't keep bombing them for free.
I think just for the record of the thing, so a lot of these fighters have come from Canada, I think, right? How many would you say have come from Canada? Because I know a lot of the French have.
Britain has built 1 fighter from Canada.
Okay. And I think the French, either they built one as well, but they get it for $8 if they build it in China.
They built 1 from Canada yet for $8, and they had to build it in Canada and then lease it to France.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 fighters that I've done that
got
with
44.
for Britain.
44. Total, really?
Turkey too.
And
44 plus 20.
other than that,
Oh, sorry, you guys are not total. I just
yeah.
not,
So
that's
th-
one.
No.
I'm not sure if that's going to overpower
something
things,
like
but so
Austria
far
and-
I haven't been able to afford
Yeah,
to build
I
any
got Austria,
fighters.
Czechoslovakia.
Except for the last couple turns.
So
So,
44. I'm going to go with what you say. So
and
Oh,
this is
yeah,
an
I think
anomaly
you're
having
right, and I
France
think I even
fully in
missed
the
this.
game here.
I only have this
So,
one.
yeah, so that'd be
income.
45.
45? Okay, 45
We
plus
still
20.
haven't lost any territory.
Were you getting close to that, or what were you?
I
Getting?
was getting 56, but I wasn't counting Turkey.
Italy's still out. Have you guys
I-
figured it all out?
I think so, but I'm just having a double count from him.
Yeah.
It's kind of off, so 20,
All right, and I'm going to put this
1, 2,
camera
2,
down and
3, 4,
start
5,
counting myself.
25.